The Unity Forum is taking place today in Mariupol. The future of relations between the Ukrainian government and civil society are being discussed by President Volodymyr Zelensky, government ministers, as well as human rights campaigners, NGO representatives, and prominent figures from sports and culture. The future reintegration of temporarily occupied territories and how to avoid frozen conflicts are also being discussed. UATV's very own Tom Bell is at the conference. Hello, Tom. Tell us about the conference today.
Hello, Carrie. Yes, it's been another very busy day, and this has really shone a spotlight on building a unity, not just between the local authorities and citizens, but between the citizens themselves. As you know, we're in Mariupol. It's about 30 to 40 minutes drive from the front line, and understandably, a lot of the focus has been on the temporarily occupied territories, not just talking about the humanitarian policy, but also talking about building trade, building a real justice system that's fair to everyone, and making sure that the infrastructure is good as well. Now, a lot of emphasis has also been put on information policy. Earlier on, Volodymyr Borodyansky, he's the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports. He proposed a plan to limit the ownership of Ukrainian media to Russian citizens. He also proposed another idea to really try and make a model to distinguish fake news from factual news, as well as many other aspects of that. So let's hear from him now.
Here's how we can counter the fake news spread by Russia. We can explain that they are fake news. We can demonstrate, since we do have the technical means to deliver our point of view, and tell people what is really happening in Ukraine. We'll use the instruments that will help people figure out what's happening.
Now, of course, much of this would be done through legal means as well, and this would all be done really to stop Russia, especially its state media, manipulating information to create this fear and uncertainty that people along the front line have become used to. Now, foreign diplomats have voiced their support for the reintegration of the Donbass into Ukrainian structures. The UK has been especially supportive since 2014, when Russia's invasion began, in helping with building democracy and human rights in Ukraine. We spoke to the ambassador, Melinda Simmons, earlier on, and here is what she had to say.
We're also now looking to see how we can support the peace process that the President is, step by step, talking about creating the conditions to be able to move this on to a place where we can think about transition and we can think about development and reintegration.
There we go. That was Melinda Simmons speaking to us earlier on. She's the UK ambassador to Ukraine. You can see behind me now people are pouring out from the last panel discussion. And as you may remember yesterday, in the 6 p.m. newscast, we did have an orchestra at the end. Unfortunately, we don't have that today. But if anyone comes to Mariupol, there's a very nice new fountain that's just opened by this administrative centre. So you can come and look at that and the other delights here in Mariupol. Carrie, back to you.
Thank you very much, Tom. That was our correspondent, Tom Bell, reporting from the Unity Forum in Mariupol.